Right, my name's Steve Riley. Here we are, beautiful weather. I'm going to give you some free tips. These are free tips. You're welcome to watch them. Give us some feedback. If you enjoy these videos, all we're going to ask you to do is subscribe. First video today is we're going to talk about spins. There are many different types of spins, but the main three types of spins are topspin, sidespin, and backspin. Backspin would be this, and you can only do backspin if you have the right grip. Backspin is where the ball, you cut the ball, and the ball would stay low. So if you'd like to see how low this ball stays when I hit the ball and it hits the glass, it stays very low. That's the main reason in paddle why you do backspin rather than topspin. If you look at the opposite here, this would be topspin, where the bat goes up the back of the ball this way, low to high, rather than forwards along a tabletop, we like to call it. When you're playing paddle, you go along the tabletop to keep the ball low. Topspin, you might have a different grip. If you'd like to see the trajectory of this ball, where the first ball bounces and where the second bounce is. Second bounce was way past the line. This is backspin, bounces low and short. That's why in paddle, you actually are going to use a lot of backspin. So the main things to do is make sure you have the right grip, which is the V of your hand on the left-hand side. Not the middle, not the right hand side, towards the left hand side. And a good tip is you can see the edge of the racket, not the face, that's the face facing up to the sky, not the back, facing back down to the ground. So I'm waiting here with the racket in a neutral position. My first take back, as we've said in previous lessons, is going to be left hand or your non-bat hand, taking the racket back in this way, stepping in and going forwards along a tabletop this way, which will give you good spin. Don't chop the ball. A lot of people, when they want to do backspin, they chop it. You will get no depth, and the ball's coming, it will just go like that. It won't have any penetration. You're meant to push the ball along the tabletop so it will go forwards. That's the reason why you keep your bat starting high through the contact point. This is the contact point, through the contact point, not finishing high, forwards. So we talked about topspin and backspin. Mainly in paddle, you're doing backspin. There are a few times when you would do topspin, when you want to do a chiquita slightly to the feet of your opponent, and then you've got side spin. On some of your shots, some of your smash shots or some of your bandeja shots, you're going to be coming across the ball from, you've got 12, 3, 6 and 9, 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. That gets a rotation which is like side spin. So when the ball hits the fence or the back glass, which we'll show you now, it actually bounces at a strange angle. We'll just do that. So that's very difficult to read. Obviously, if you've got experience, you can see the angle, and then the person that's hitting the ball actually might get in this position ready and disguise it and do a drop shot, for example. So that's the three types of spin: top spin, backspin, side spin. Side spin going around, backspin going under, and top spin seldom used. If you're going to hit short with a chiquita, you might disguise and then go over just there with a slight bit of top spin to let the ball dip down rather than go under it. If you're actually standing behind the white line, you've been forced back, somebody's lobbed you, but your opponents stay back, and your partner would communicate to you they're both back. They should be at the net, but the partner might say they're both back. then you don't need to do a lob because they're back. You don't need to get time. You need to take the net. That's when you might do a backspin shot to give you time to give you a chance to get to the net. So you're going to hit here and then move in. That's one time when you do backspin. You want to try and dominate the net. Topspin, you wouldn't really use topspin. We said not very much, but if my partner's saying to me, they're at the net, but not close, I might think, okay, I'm going to do a chiquita. I can either do a small chiquita like that, like a backspin, or topspin. Mainly it's backspin. Backspin stays low, so that would be a time when you wouldn't really use topspin very much, but that's one time you might. To sidespin, you're not going to do sidespin from the back of the court. You're going to do sidespin when the ball's high. You're preparing to do a bandeja or a smash or a rolo, so actually sidespin, you would go, the ball's coming, you're going to track it with your left hand. Always track the ball with your left hand, and you're going to go round it from left to right. We said earlier, from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And that means the ball, in the end result, is going, if you're receiving it, it's going from right to left once it hits the glass. Again, round. So it's going from right to left. So that's the side spin option. When you're going to do that bandeja shot, you're always going to be ready. You can disguise it, but you're going to be ready, tracking it here, moving sideways, ready to go back to the net. You're not going to kill it. This is not a kill shot. This is a setup to go back to the net to do a volley. Or they should lob you. So you're here, going in, most likely you'll get lobbed. Padel, as we said sometimes in the previous lessons, we said padel is not a game about winning every point with a kill shot. A kill shot means the last shot of the rally. You shouldn't really be thinking kill, kill, kill. You should be thinking like chess, place the ball, ready to get an opportunity to win the point. So I'm placing the ball deep with the chance, second shot, to make a kill. So I'm trying to make a strategy of not always thinking about win, 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 kill, kill, kill. It's like death with 1,000 cuts. Just keep the ball deep. So if I'm playing, I'm going to be doing lobs, deep, lob, volley deep, volley deep, volley deep. And eventually, if you're patient, you'll get a good chance to win. Or, more likely, because you're patient, your opponent will make a mistake and then you'll win the point. The rally length in tennis is, 3-4 shots average. In padel, the better you are, the longer the rallies. So it's more strategy, more about consistency, less about making a great. You can make a fantastic winner. You've won 1 point. But if you play 10 average shots and your opponents make 3 mistakes, you've won 3 points. So it's better to be consistent, accurate, consistent, not killing it all the time, only when you really have a great opportunity.